We are still back in NASCAR Unleashed today, but I still needed to qualify yesterday. Last time, he forced me to kicked out on the track limit by the exploiter. Turns out it was a big lie for hated speech and harassment and discriminatory since the exploiter got kicked re-race against the hated toxic drivers. After the anniversary of my channel is over, let's try something different in motor speedways. Here's where I found in Forza Motorsport 6. So before we move on to Miami, you immediately like and subscribe if you want this. That leads to 100 subscribers for this plan. So let us begin and let's get driving. So here we are in Homestead Miami Speedway. Nobody is playing this track right now. So this track is a little bit broken. So let's spawn the car before we qualified for our first time. And so let's choose our first car as number 6. No, I don't want to choose number 6. We need to try something different, like Ricky Stenhouse. That's right.
Later.
Now let us jump into our lap times. You see, all corners have just broken out, so we just go into outside and here we go. Now the lap time has started right away, so looks like there is still broken on the outside in the first turn. And the second turn was literally okay, and the long straight is it's very fine. Moving down to the third turn, and looks like we're heading to a broken place on the turn number 4. Moving to our second lap, so let's go down to the inside, which is literally going into a danger place. Hitting to 190, which is perfect. It's supposed to be 200 miles an hour. But it's a various big prank. Moving on to the third lap, it is going to be a smoothly ride for a last couple of weeks as we're going to move off track. And looks like then I see a road course over here, so I'm just going to slow things down to under 50 miles an hour or 60, down to under 40 miles an hour in this corner. I feel very tired for this, and I'm getting a cut slowdown by now. So that was very frustrating turn. I'm going to hit to 19 miles an hour before I turn left. Make sure that I'm going to avoid the banks. Maybe a last few corners to go. Make sure I'm being slowed. And that was very cringe for a huge lag. That was very cringe for a huge lag. We're gonna do this again.
2 hours later.
So let's see if I could try again on the road course. Maybe it's very hard. It's about nighttime long ago. Make sure it won't be happen again until she comes out for a little bit for less time. I'm going to hit for under 60 miles an hour. Is this perfect? Yes, it's eventually perfect. Correct cornering. Now this is frustrating right away. I'm going to hit under 30 miles an hour. Attacking too much. And we're good to go. Because we have almost having a cut slowdown. Okay, this is not good for so long. This is where I like too much. And that's it. Let's get back to the speedway. And we're moving on to the next lap. Before we're going back to the road course in this morning. We should do that by later on. As soon as we get back to the road course, I'm going to be very insane at this race.
8 hours later.
You boys, the sun is coming up right just a little moment right here. So let us get back into the road course. And we have to finish the lap first. And the lap was finished. And so let's get back into the road course. I'm just going to slow down for 60 miles an hour. And just over 60 miles an hour. And down to 40 miles an hour. Make sure I don't want to cut every corner that I should do. Everything was quite completely. Make sure I'll be racing properly at sight. The sun has came out of this whole moment. And then looks like I'm almost going to cut the corner for the last time. Oh, now I can't see. You have seen it. It is quite beautiful out there. I just went on the outside because of the sun just shine right onto me. Maybe I don't want to go every banks, but the speedway is pretty dangerous out here. And looks like I completed the road course, so let's get back into the speedway. However, we're going to attack the corner right over there. Just went outside. That I currently do something about. On turn number 3, we're doing outside again. Going inside in the turn number 4. And we just completed the lap. And I just qualified in 3rd position. And Stenhouse Jr. has qualified in 3rd position. A great job, Ricky. So that's enough for this qualify today, as we're going back into the pits, as I'm ensured that I qualified in most places that I should heading back to the pits. Well, that's enough for Homestead Miami lap times, and I hope everyone will join this race soon. But I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support. Which will be Super Concept will be signing off. And I'll talk to you boys later. Well, all I have to do is wait for the other players. So, by the way, I can't because I'm getting disconnected for 20 minutes. And they are never going to play this whole thing because instead it was a little bit broken. I will see you in the next video before I get disconnected for sure.